Hello and welcome to Bloke on the Range, and I'm here with Jenny and Jari at the SRA Etelä-Häme Hätilä match in July 2021, and we've just finished. We have done our final stage, the 7th of the day, which was stage 6, pistol only, kind of trench run thing. What was going on there?
Yeah, you were closing the enemy positions and you find the way into the trench system, so you decided to assault.
With your pistol?
Yeah, always a smart thing.
I like these plausible scenarios, they're great. So anyway, best thing to do is to just show you what happened.
Step by. Yes, good.
Huomio!
Right, so that was a lot of fun. Who wants to go first?
I could kind of count my miserable run. I actually like the stage a lot, like confined spaces and high speed, and it's always nice to throw grenades. I wasn't concentrating, so the stage started well. I got the good hits in a decent time. But when we moved from the position to position, I almost overstepped the fault line to shoot the reactive target. I confused from that, and somehow then on the next station I forgot to shoot one of the reactive targets. So I got the one mic. And then I was like, okay, I just start having fun and aiming for the headshots.
Yeah, and you double alpha the headshots on the last target because I scored them.
Yeah.
We laid around for an hour or so before the stage. There were some target malfunctions that had to be fixed. So I think none of us were like on their sharpest.
And it's the end of the day.
Yeah. And the close-up targets, I didn't look at the red dot at all because they were so close. And then they were the more difficult targets, like in the same shooting positions. So first I shot the east one, and then I had to find the red dot for the far away one. And yeah, I'm not happy about that. Because I would like to always at least have a faint idea where the dot is, and not just like yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, And this was my best stage of the day, both absolutely and relatively, I think. It was kind of my comfort zone because the pistol is the thing I get to practice. So, and I think it showed. I'm quite proud of how that went. There was one delta in there, and the rest were alphas, I think.
Yep.
And shot it pretty quickly, and really happy. And it's when it goes right, there's nothing to report really. And one thing we haven't mentioned is what pistols we're using, because we're all using red dot equipped Glocks.
Yeah.
Not all the same generation, not all the same configuration. Mine is straight out the box. Yours has a very nicely worked over trigger. And yours?
Mine's the 19X with the holosun on top.
Yeah, I have a Gen 4 17 with the Holosun 509T.
And mine's a Gen 5 with the same sight. And the sight, my sight's pretty dusty, but it doesn't matter because you got two eyes open, and this isn't precision shooting. So as long as you can see the dot,
yeah, you're good to
you're
go.
Good to
or
go.
you don't even have to see that.
Yeah. I was thinking the same.
I think one final thing on this match is this is the first time I've shot in this kind of gear, and frankly, I took it off once earlier and regretted it, but it's got to go off now. It's not as uncomfortable as you think, and the weight is well distributed. But what has bugged me about the plate carrier most of the day, not only not being able to open my collar, it constricts your breathing. And you've got to sort of do it as a compromise. If it's too tight, you can't breathe. If it's not tight enough, when you run, it jumps and it hits you in the chin. So there's only a certain amount of elasticity, and you've got an elastic cummerbund here, and I've just got elasticity from the way it's attached inside on bungees. And I think my spine is slightly bruised either side from wearing it, but I regretted taking it off that first time because I didn't get it as comfortable again when I put it back on, and just putting that weight back on, you get used to the weight and the constriction, and then you forget it and you put it back on, and it's sweaty and it's nasty.
Yep.
That's why I was the whole day with my kit on, because usually the kit, once you put the kit on properly and you run the one stage or something, then everything, at least that's my case, everything falls into places. That the plate carrier sets in the natural position, the belt finds its natural position, the helmet and so forth. So if there's nothing like a hot spot or something is kind of wrong, I usually don't get my kit off because it's settled.
You practically live in that stuff.
Yeah.
And the helmet was fine. In fact, that's the most comfortable helmet I've ever worn.
Yeah.
It's all up and out the way, doesn't get in the way of the rifle, doesn't bounce around on your head too much, nice and comfortable inside. It's a bit sweaty putting it back on, but other than that, that's even though it's 2.5 kilos, as long as you don't really whip your head across, which I have a tendency
No
to,
mosh pits.
yeah, I have a bit of a tendency to do, to crack my neck, but I just had to avoid it because it had a bit more momentum than I'm used to. But yeah, that was comfortable. I'd probably been 12 kilos without the helmet, but
but it's nice to have a brain pocket, and it protects you if you bump in some,
hit a tree.
Yeah.
I do actually have a little thing on top, because in my hotel room on the first night I managed to walk into an open cupboard door like an idiot.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that is about all we have to say to this. Thank you both so much for all the organisation. Jenny at the SRA end and logistics end, Jari at the Varusteleka end. Thank you very much to SRA Etelä-Häme for having me along, and Varusteleka, and thanks to patrons for paying for it all. And anything else from you guys?
It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's been brilliant to be here. Had a really good time.
And let's have some sauna and palju.
Yes, definitely. So, see you later.